get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way. All my friends coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, our draw features two from the AFC, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Teed up, Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Return coming from the 6. They're going to track him down. Nice effort in the end there. He's up to the 38. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Well, I imagine that first play woke him up as they get set now for 2nd and long. From the gun, Stroud. That's another quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Oh, ready? Swap. Another swap. Good.
Going on 3rd down, Stroud. Almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground as they'll bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set. 65, 65. Yep.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You can just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Trying to throw this from the gun. Here comes Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. They'll run here, it's McCaffrey. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play, still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. There's another for it. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Oh, ready. 18. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Tony.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
18. What's that? Whoa.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Hey, south. What's that? 18.
Stroud off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Dumps it off to his running back. It's a small gain up to the 38. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that? Flat.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. That's incomplete left side.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He takes it at the 4. And he gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our 1st quarter. So now they're in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first.
70 Lions!
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set! Cowboy!
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. He's going to get this up to about the 28. Very close to picking up that first down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now! Bravo 80!
Calf has it. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Steelers first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Steelers.
1st and 10 from the 32. Pass play now. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. They do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Go! 60 Eagles, go!
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Now for the first down, he met no gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front run. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds the in route complete. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Cougar 19!
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that. that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
70 Lions.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Trying an inside hit now with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Back to 60, back to 60.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. The defense wins this one. Outside the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
That's what an offensive player never wants to see. A defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Let's go now. 19, 18.
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Comes up empty on that one. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Boswell able to knock it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Oh, right. 118. What's that?
Shotgun now, 1st round. Completed to his running back. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Looking to throw. Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of 8.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Stroud throwing here on first. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Wow, what's that? Swap. Love a swap.
First down, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Tony.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Oh, right. 118. What's that?
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Oh, ready. 118. What's that? Rob it. Hey, uno. Hey, south.
Again, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nico Collins, the intended target. And now they face second and long.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, let's go. 118. What's that? Hey.
Here's Stroud again. Gets it to him on the screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down.
118. What's that? 19 Texans.
To the air on third and long. Brought in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get their first point of this game just before halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 9. Making some progress here. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
19 Tiger.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. He's back to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And they need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Fairbairn, to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Here we go, sack. Back to 60. 18 down. Go.
Talking back to throw. Working out. As the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Punt meets him at the 28. He's brought down before the return gets far.
First down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ow, good night. 19 Texans. On 18. That's it. Look to hot, look to hot.
To the air, Stroud. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second attempt to get rid of it.
18. That's it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's ahead, has about 5 yards. Bruce Sanders that time on the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
All right. Drop. Hey, uno more.
Stroud now on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll send out the punting unit. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. One heads towards the sideline, not returnable. Well done. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Now again, running right. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
14. Steelers 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 1918.
Now again, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now going for some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
this one, only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They look to throw. Ronnie on the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
All set to go now from the 35. They go play action on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Wilson reels it in. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throw it. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's just a little bit short of that 1st down. They stop him at the 33.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 79. 79 Bronco.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We're going to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. McCaffrey on second down. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Take. Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Split up.
He'll give up the gut to Bigsby. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
So from the 3, here's second and goal.
Ready. Mike, trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing from the gun here. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown lost.
Got it. Ready.
They manage 3 yards here, third and goal.
Set up. Rockwell leading. Let's go.
McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the third. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
On the quick, right? 18.
Here's the handoff. First down he had. No gain on that first down run.
Wilson on the stop.
A touchdown aside in that play as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go. 18. 11.
And here he goes on the boot. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
All right. 18.
On first down, they'll run. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
brings up
This
second
dude
down.
was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
118. Outside.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Setting up the running back screen. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. 118. Outside.
They give now out of the shotgun. And they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
We've set it downs from the 37.
Oh, right. 118. Outside. Hey, uno.
First down throw by Stroud. The right side hauled in by Collins. Now on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Ow! Whoa. 118. Outside.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Wilson. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. This is Metcalf working the right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set. Cougar 19. 18 back.
Shotgun give now to Bixby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Set up. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Again, it's Bigsby. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Let's go. 72. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Emptying to Metcalf again. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. He gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
70 Lions.
Here's McCaffrey. Here he goes again. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Christian McCaffrey to touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
24, Texans 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. He dodges the tackle. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans got to score in a hurry. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Hey.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding on. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19.
18. What's that?
Operating from the gun. It's Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd and 19.
Oh, and swap. 11 swap. 11.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Right for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down.
Hey, south.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
There's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Hawk 70.
They're drawing up for it.
Let's go now.
Setting up for the kneel down on
60
third.
Eagles, 60 Eagles.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense,